I just had to get in here and talk about this today because I was so saddened this weekend to get a call from a friend who started a business of her own like 2 years ago. She lost her job during a round of downsizing. This was well before the pandemic, so it had nothing to do with that. She was just downsized, and she hadn't been able to find a new one. But her business was growing slowly, and it was making enough that along with her husband's disability, they were actually making it. It was a struggle for her to work her business and care for her husband and her family and still have free time for herself, but they were doing it, okay? She was doing it. Her husband wasn't exactly supportive. He's kind of continuously pushed her to give up her foolishness and go get a real job. But she was doing it, okay? She was making it. She was making it happen, and she was growing a little more every month, every year. She was growing a little bit more. And then all of a sudden, this past weekend, her computer crashed, and it needed to be replaced. Now, since her business was online and her computer is essential, you know, she really needed to get a new one. But her car had just broke down, and her roof had just started leaking. So there was two things right there. And then she texted me this morning to tell me that her youngest son had become ill. We don't think it's not COVID, so no. Okay, it's not COVID. He has some other health issues. So the money that she was going to spend on having the car fixed and the roof repaired and taking care of her son meant now that there's nothing left for her to replace her computer. And so she was calling me to tell me that she was just going to give in to the circumstances and the pressure and go search for a real job. And I could just hear the disappointment and the despair in her voice. It made me want to cry. Okay, it really did. It made me want to cry. And so I told her, I said, please, just don't give up. Don't give up. There's some things out there that you can do. And I gave her some ideas to help her get through this little stumbling block. It's a roadblock, okay? It's not the end, it's a roadblock. And I told her, just don't give up. And if you read my posts and articles with any regularity, or you listen to my videos, then you know that I have gone through some stuff, okay? I have gone through some stuff in my life. But my grandma always told me that God would never, ever send me more than I was able to bear. And remembering that, you know, I would sometimes utter a prayerful, why? But then I would determine that there must be a reason for whatever was happening, and even though I may not understand it at the moment, I was always secure in the knowledge that I was going to get through this. No matter what it was, I was going to get through it. And so I'd pick myself up and dust myself off and move on forward. Sometimes slowly and painfully, to be honest, but sometimes with purpose and determination, but always with the knowledge that I was going to prevail in the end. The same thing can happen in your business. Everything is moving according to plan, and your business is growing, and money is coming in, and you're gaining more recognition, and with it more clients, and then boom, you know, just it's gone. Something explodes, and when the dust settles, it just leaves you wondering what the heck just happened, and where do I go from here? An unexpected business setback can leave you questioning your own abilities to even be an entrepreneur. Maybe you really aren't cut out for this. A nice secure job with a steady paycheck, that may be your destined path. It can even make you wonder if all the naysayers who told you that your idea wouldn't work, are they right? Maybe they know more about this than you do. Perhaps you should listen to them and give up. Well, when I was going through some of the more difficult experiences in my life, I often wished there was an easy way out. But the price for giving up was always way too high, and it was never really an option. But in business, often you can just walk away. You tried, it didn't work, now you're finished, no harm done. But here, the price too for giving up can be more than you realize. Because you started your business for a reason. It may be due to the need for additional income, or in my case, circumstances in my life made it more difficult to have a traditional job and still fulfill other obligations. Or you may dream of building something bigger and better for your family. Regardless of your reason, the cost of walking away, it can be huge. If I had quit during any of the many setbacks I've experienced, I would have missed out on all the time I had with my father before he passed away. That's a high price to pay. If you started your business to replace a lost job, or because you need additional income to provide for your family, what will be the cost to them if you quit? And what kind of example are you setting to others who may be watching and waiting and hoping that you succeed so they can get the courage and the inspiration and support from you? You believed in yourself and your business. You believed in yourself in the beginning. Don't let that belief falter just because you've stumbled. Get up, dust yourself off, and let's move forward. One of the things that helped me through whenever life got tough was being surrounded by a network of strong and caring family and friends who would remind me that this was just temporary and that I would get through it. They provided advice and assistance and sometimes just a shoulder to cry on. It has worked the same for me when I was experiencing a business setback. I have surrounded myself with others who think the same way I do. So when I hit a bump in the road, they are there with advice, support, assistance, and encouragement. If you're feeling that the time has come to just give up, stop. Tap into your network of friends and mentors. Chances are one of them has been through this exact same thing and can help you. At the very least, they can provide ideas and encouragement while you work through the current obstacle. And if you don't have such a network, build one. But whatever you do, don't quit. And if you're looking for such a network, may I suggest you come join us at Ninja Marketers. I will put the link in the comments of this video. 3 of my favorite quotes remind me of this whenever I feel discouraged. I have them hanging up in my office on my wall just in case, and I'm going to share them with you because they're the ones that keep me going. So the first is from Mary Kay Ash. You all know Mary Kay, okay? Who doesn't know Mary Kay? And she said, for every failure, there's an alternative source of action. So you just have to find it. When you come to a roadblock, take a detour. The other one's from Theodore Roosevelt, okay? And he said, have you got a problem? Then do what you can, where you are, with what you've got. And the third is from my grandma, okay? And grandma always said, God will never give you more than you can bear. So if he sent you to it, he will get you through it. So hang tight, my friends. Don't get discouraged. Don't give up. And come join us if you need some support and ideas for your business. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.